Make a U-turn in 1,000 feet. Slight left. Take the next left. Sharp left. Turn right on. Continue on in a quarter mile. At the light in 600 feet. Turn right on. You have reached your destination.
Okay, this is done, and let me zoom out here. I had a run that was roughly here. Now since gone, I did a good job in getting rid of that. And this is 10,000 grit sandpaper. So this took me about 2 hours and some change, but it was worth it. Got some water there. But there we go. A little bit crowded in here. I had to move the coupe over, make room for my Volvo. I had a deer strike, and I can't close a wing window, and there's other stuff I got to get fixed. So poor old thing. Lovely old car, but it's now stuck in the garage with the rest of the Europeans. And back to this. So I'll put this one up. I'll get the next one going, and that will be same thing. I think the other rear fender is in really good shape. I did a good job clear coating it, I think. And let's keep on going. Christ, my progress is so slow that I've forgotten that I've already done the other rear fender. It's over there. So, front fender. I see a little bit inside. Oh yeah, something there I want to look at. Something here. That's paint. I want to look at some speckledies. There's a nib I saw. Where did I see that sucker? I don't know. There it is. I've also got some clear coat, some orange peel. Let's try. Somewhere over on the top up here. Yeah, I can feel it all throughout here. So I've got some work ahead of me to do there. And overall, yeah, I got a lot of orange peel on that. You can see it. So I'm doing that tonight. Got other stuff I got to get done. So I'll get to that tomorrow. Okay, this one was a bear. I've got about 4 hours into it, and I see that I've missed what I wanted to work on the most, or what I was working on the most. That's that little ridge right there. So I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I want to go to take a shower, so I'm going to leave that for tomorrow and finish that up. It's not that bad. I guess I could polish it, but then you'd probably see it. Anyway, the rest of it, I had some orange peel on that side there. I got all that, and everything's ready. Everything else is ready to go. So aside from that and drying up the rest of the water, this one's ready for polishing as well. Pretty happy with how it turned out, except for that one goddamn ridge there. Yeah, so maybe I'll just redo that before I go to bed. How about that? Well, never mind. I fixed it. Didn't take long. Another 20 minutes. But there we go. Done. Heck yeah. And here is the last fender. And once I'm done with this represents the last body piece. I'm sorry, the last piece that is not the body. So minor milestone. This one is going to need some work. Some very careful and special attention, and I'll start from here. See if you can see it. Maybe you can't see it. I sure as hell can. There you go. A little bit of a Christmas cake in there. Yeah, so drip here, some sags. All this is easy to fix, but I gotta be careful. A couple of nibs, that's gonna be easy. I didn't see any clear. Oh yeah, there was this one that was just kind of weird. Yeah, so I've got some nibs. I've got that. I can probably fix it pretty easily. The front drips and almost no orange peel, so this one won't be too awfully disgusting. Probably take another 4 hours like the other one did. So, yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna get to that tomorrow. Okay, so in the interest of time, I've tried not to give a whole bunch of intermediate videos. You know, here's the beginning, here's the fender, here's the aftermath. After I'm all done, blah blah blah. Right. In the case of this, where I had all of those runs and sags, I wanted to show you what I've done, and it took maybe 10 minutes to overcome. So. Other people will say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you went this aggressive with the sandpaper." I'm using 600 grit, very, very, very lightly, right? And all I'm doing, I did a hell of a job, is going very lightly across the drip if it's this way, and the sag if it's that way. And I was able to get it all. Okay, again, 5 minutes of very careful and light sanding. Oh, I want to show you something. Hey, just real quick. Squirrel. See this discoloration there? Slightly. That there is a lower part of clear coat that I haven't sanded off yet. So you can see the color change, shiny versus not. Back to this. I do not feel any kind of a run, drip, sag, or otherwise in that clear coat. A little bit here, actually. I'll do you real quick. Water, 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 water. And again, that run is going this way. So I'm doing very light sanding across here. Oops, sorry. Just like that. A little bit like that. And you can already see where the clear coat's coming up. Again, very, very light. I'm going slowly. Got it. A little bit there, a little bit in there to feel. I'm actually gonna, now that I think of it, I'm actually not gonna worry a heck of a lot more, because the actual indicator is going to be around it. You're not going to see what little of a hump is there. So that's done. Let's move over to this. I will show you the intermediate here. This is, I think I dropped water in the clear coat when I was doing this. So all I'm going to do is the very same thing. Water, water, water. Spray, spray, spray. Light sanding. And then go from there. So I'll press pause and I'll show it to you. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's look at the front end first. Get the dust off. Okay. Evidence a little bit of a raise right there. So I've got some more work to do. That's good. That's smooth through there. So right through here, I want to do a little bit more work. What? Oh Christ, we're bitching at each other. And this, where you can see the white specks, that's actually divots in the clear coat. I may elect to redo this entire panel, actually. I found some other stuff that I really had to work at. This is by far the worst panel I painted. But then, I'm thinking to myself, it's another hour or so to prep this thing, and then another hour to recoat it, and let it sit. Another 5 hours. I have 5 hours into the whole process here. Another 5 hours to do this, or I just buff the damn thing like I would have anyway and live with it. I'm going to just do that because honestly I'm getting tired of, I want to move on to my car. Okay. So, what are you doing? And nice cap. Okay, so I've already discovered that I've got some work on this thing aside from just sanding. If you can't see that, then here's me. Yeah, here's my face. Right there. Nice big old sag. Right around, right through. Plus a whole bunch of divots. So I may entirely redo this part and just feather in the clear coat before I do anything else. Now think about that. Oh, there's me. I don't very often show my face, but there it is. Pretty good divot, run, sag there. And there as well. all of this consequentially is easily fixed. I wanted to show you something. Where is it? If I do re-clear this, and what I'm about to do is not a big deal, but all right. I've shown you this before. Sorry. Quite a bit down, still some there, and almost none through there, so that's good. Better and better. Very better and better. Okay. Smooth. A little bit up in there. Let's see if I can see that. Okay, so I'm sure you just panicked and you're like, oh my God, what do you do? But there's no drip. And using my razor blade, they took me a minute or something. I may elect to do the same thing on that seam there, that run, if nothing more than just to, let's try it. Yep, so that's just the tops. All right, I'm sure someone in the comments section is going to say, have you thought about it? What they're going to say is, have you thought about putting tape along the bottom here? Painter's tape. And I'm going to do that so that I don't risk this layer here. And all right, so I've made myself some room in the garage and I've looked over everything on the body. I found a couple of other minor runs, which you'll see in a sec, and then the rest of these. That's shaved down and is nice and even with the rest of the surface. Same thing here. A little bit of work in there to do, but not a lot. This one, I'm actually really surprised at how smooth it is. It looks like crap, but it's awfully smooth. And then I found a little bit of a run here. This is it. So, in the grand scheme of how well did I paint, I didn't do badly. So everything you're looking at, everything, is going to get the same treatment from 1,000 on up. This will take me some major time, I think. I have found, maybe you can kind of see that, there's a little bit of a drip there, a run. That's easy to fix. That'll work out with sandpaper. I've got some orange peel there. Again, easy, that'll come out with sandpaper. A nib and some imperfections down there. Again, easy. And good to go down here. Nib, orange peel, a little bit of orange peel, and then dust and everything else. So, again, oh yeah, and there's that part where I goddamn well, nobody got sweated into it. That'll come out nicely, I think. We'll see. Anyhow, the rest of it's just dust. I've been having this covered with plastic. And there we go. So without further ado, a little bit of a nib. Here we go. So I did pretty well. This is where that that spot that I shaved down was, right? Here's the run. Got a little bit of it, just a small amount of it that I need to work on, so I'll get that going. This is off of 800 grit sandpaper. Had a little bit of a one there I need some work on. Those are my divots. I have to work on those separately. And I've not touched the one in the front. So I'm going to continue with successively higher sandpaper, and all of that will come out. Most of it will come out. Some of it. Most of it will come out. Yeah. Okay, I'm not done, but I've got the first round of, what, 1000 grit? 1000 grit done. Yeah. And I wanted to show you what 1000 grit does with some work. Okay, so that's a little bit of a high spot. I need to sand that off. Big deal. This will probably sand out as I get higher and higher. I'm going to sand that out anyway, because these are low spots and may show up as orange peel. Okay. Same with that. I have the dash done, but I've got one spot there that I want to get back into, and the rest of it is looking pretty good. The run that was here, can you see it? I don't know if I can see it or not. And then the rest of it. So I did a pretty good job on the rest of the body. A little bit of clear coat or orange peel in there to get back done. Re-get back done. And these, that's what's left of a nib. So I'll sand that down as well. But the rest of it looks pretty good. This milky color, this milky red is what you're looking for when you do this kind of thing. And especially on the more aggressive grits. The higher the grit you get, the less milky it is. So again, nibs in there. I don't feel them, but I'll be able to see them if I kept it that way. And I'll reduce some spots. Now let's look at the sweat spot. I can barely feel those. So I'm going to sand a bit more, see if I can get a little bit more out of there. Otherwise I'm going to leave it. I just don't want to, frankly, I don't want to redo the clear coat. I just don't. And a little bit more in here to do. So here we go. More sandpaper. Well, I'm happy to say that I'm done. I've got probably 9 hours into just the body. So started with 800, went to 1,000, went to 15, went to 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 7, and then 10. And I could probably go more. I know I could go more if I had a higher sandpaper. There it is. Okay, so what you're not going to see yet is the deep shine. That will happen once I buff it out, and it's going to glow. Let's start off with the stuff I shaved off. I defy anyone to say that it was there. Right here-ish, somewhere in this area was where that other run was. That's completely gone. This and these are lessened by what I was doing, but I can't get those out. So I'll have to think about either putting droplets in there and doing that, or saying how with it, which is probably what I'm going to do, to be honest. I want to get to buffing this thing. All right, now recall when I dropped my sweat into it. You can't tell it very well unless I show it to you. Those are not deep at all, and I don't want to go a whole lot deeper because I don't want to get into, can't even tell too well unless I showed it to you. Let's take a look at the dash. Perfect. Dusty, a little bit of dust. You can see the water still in there, but good. Oh, I don't know why I'm wearing gloves. The last time I did a whole lot of sanding, I ended up sanding off my own fingerprints. So maybe not such a bad thing, right? Unless I rob a bank, but I had some issues. Squat down here. I had a drip along here. I should have showed that to you first. Got a few little divots in there. That's body work. I could get that out. Fuck it. No, gosh. Heck with it. I'm gonna buff it. You'll never see it. Oh, I didn't do any of this surround because it's gonna be covered up by the grill anyway, right? Also, down here, I had a pretty big run right there, and that's what's left of it. Didn't want to go too deep on that. And the rest of it, as one says, is good. If you recall, I had a run up in here somewhere. That's not it. Maybe that was it. Shit, I got some work to do there. And that won't take long. And of course, the rest of the roof. So, some water splotches. And lots of water on that shelf. Looks like bird droppings back there. And that, as they say, is that. So I'm going to post this video tonight, clean up my garage, and post this, I just said that, post this video tonight, clean up the garage, take a good long bath, and congratulate myself. I am not sure what I want to do next. I've got a lot of buffing and polishing, and that's not going to take long. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've got 9 hours in just the body, but I'm not sure what I'll do next. I'll have to figure it out.